There is nothing wrong with your internet. Do not attempt to adjust your settings. We are controlling the podcast. We control the squealing and the screams. We can make your heart flutter, your eyes blur from tears, or sharpen your mind to crystal clarity. For the next hour, sit back. We are in control of what you hear. We repeat, there is nothing wrong with your settings. You are about to experience the awe and mystery known as the female mind. You are now entering the Fangirl Zone. Hello everyone and welcome to episode 108 of Sci-Fi Talk on the Fangirl Zone, a podcast where we discuss shows on the Sci-Fi Channel. I'm Sean, Fangirl S.
And I'm Steve, and tonight we'll be discussing the Season 3 finale of Dark Matter.
Oh, well, not just the Season 3 finale.
No.
We unfortunately found out about a week after this show, well, it wasn't quite a week, that they were not renewing it. There's been a lot of people upset, which we are too.
Yes.
But we have to keep hoping that, the petition out there, maybe Netflix will pick it up. They've picked up other shows before. Netflix,
yes, they have.
Amazon, who knows. So don't give up hope.
No, and Timeless got canceled, and then the fan uproar caused NBC to reconsider, so it can happen again.
Yes, so keep tweeting, renew Dark Matter. Keep reading and putting all that stuff out. We had a few things we retweeted from the cast and crew, so it's not really over.
Not yet.
But before we get all depressed and mopey, let's talk about what's going on. We have some news.
Yes. Van Helsing Season 2 premiere is Thursday, October 5th at 9/8 Central. And we have the date for the premiere of Ghost Wars, Thursday, October 5th at 10/9 Central, so right after Van Helsing. And Ghost Wars was created by Simon Barry, i.e. Continuum. And the horror series Ghost Wars is set in a remote Alaskan town that has been overrun by paranormal forces. Local outcast Roman Mercer, Avon Yogia, must overcome the town's prejudices and his own personal demons to harness his repressed psychic powers in order to save everyone from the mass haunting threatening to destroy them all.
Okay, that sounds interesting. I don't remember seeing anything on this previously.
Right.
So hopefully it'll be pretty good. Now, unfortunately, Thursdays I do work until 11 p.m., so I don't get to watch this. So Steve is going to be all alone in tweeting, so you have to tweet with him.
Yes, and I'll probably try to do double duty on my account on my phone and then on the laptop being on Fangirl Zone.
So don't let him be tweeting by himself, people.
No.
And we got ratings news.
Yes, we do. Finale brought in a 0.15 in adults 18 to 49 with 0.686 million viewers. Of course, it dropped to 87th in the cable shows for the night with over 500,000 viewers, which you kind of go, what? But of course, Hurricane Harvey was making landfall, and therefore the Weather Channel and CNN got all the ratings coverage.
Yeah, everybody was watching that, and we do hope all of our fans who are out there are staying safe.
Yes.
Steve is keeping an eye on his home state there, and he's letting us know, but we hope everybody is doing well out there.
Yes, recovery has started, and it's been amazing to see everybody in the country pitching in to help out Houston and that area down there that has been devastated by Hurricane Harvey.
Yeah, I know we got a lot of the carpenters and electricians headed down that way, so good luck, everybody.
Anybody that owned a boat was down there trying to help with the rescues. It was awesome to see.
Okay, let's talk about this, shall we?
Let's do it.
Episode 13, Nowhere to Go. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Before 2 can kill Rio, she's interrupted by Teiku. In exchange for Rio's safe treatment, he offers information that leads the Raza to the secret Ferris shipyard. Turgot, allying with Mike, offers a bomb to destroy the facility. But it's a trap. The bomb doesn't explode, and 2, 3, and 6 are captured. Wexler, secretly working for Mike, helps them to escape, but 3 is recaptured. Moreover, unknown to the others, 2 is possessed by one of the alien invaders. An alliance of Mike with Teiku's loyalist Ishida fleet attacks the facility. Portia Lynn escapes into chaos with 3 in her custody. 2 proposes destroying the shipyard by overloading the blink drive and sending it to null space. The android, incapacitated by 2, attempts to warn the others that 2 is compromised, but her message is too late. 6 detonates the blink drive in the Marauder, apparently annihilating the shipyard and himself. From the resulting spatial anomaly emerges sinister-looking black ships. Ah! Okay, so there was a lot of stuff that I was like, what's happening? I'm confused. I need to say I was picked a lot, and the fact that we're not getting anything else is really hard. So like I said, I'm going to keep faith that this gets picked up by one of the many things that are out there. So Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, somebody pick it up so we can see the rest of this.
Yes.
All right. So, Saved by the Bell. 2 holds her gun on Rio, preparing to kill him, while Rio pretty much tells her to get it over with, but 2 is hesitant. And come on, he just threw that bomb on her.
Right,
you have a kid. And, I mean, I'm sure her mind is racing, so just be like, just kill me. Excuse me. I'm trying to process some of what you just told me.
Exactly.
But this makes it even weirder that she was taken over by an alien. Because I feel like, how would she be, like, doing all this, processing all this, and having all these crazy emotions if that alien was inside her?
But it wasn't at this point in time.
Oh, that makes more sense now.
Okay.
Okay. So just as I really thought she was going to kind of turn her head and pull the trigger, but all of a sudden, was it 6 breaks in? Did you kill him yet? Don't. Okay.
Right.
Because Teiku's contacting the Raza, telling him that we have a fleet of ships loyal to Rio, and they want their emperor back. And 2's like, listen, I said I'd get him off planet and away from the people who were trying to do the coup, but I didn't say I was giving him back to you. Didn't say I was keeping him alive. So she says no, but then Teiku's like, listen, I got something for you. Little trade here. Yeah, Boone? I didn't trust him, so we tracked him. I'll let you know where he is if you don't kill Rio. And I love it because they're like, this might be a good thing.
Yeah, and it might not be a good thing.
Right. Because at the same time, it's like, do you trust him? Do you not? Everything's in question with everything that's happening. So I totally get, what's happening right now. Nobody feels like they can trust the other group of people.
Right.
And then you have 3 having this like crazy crisis, which he doesn't know that he was the one who, according to Rio, basically got Sarah sick.
Right.
But he's in like Sarah's reality, looking around and getting upset. He comes out of it and he puts the little, what are those things? The connectors.
Right.
He takes him to sickbay to like put him away. So I'm guessing he's never going to go back in there, or at least
that's the mindset that he's in is, yes, he went in there. That was basically his way to say goodbye to Sarah, I think.
Okay.
He's not expecting to see her ever again.
That's hard. And I do
very hard.
But we have him, I think he's going to come around to different ways of thinking. I don't know. I mean, we don't see it so much in this episode, but I'm hoping for the future.
Yes.
5 and 2 are wrestling with the news that they received from Rio. It's like, do they trust them? Do they not? Because is it real or was it something that he just used? I don't know.
Right.
Like to save his life.
Yeah.
But 5 actually tells 6 that she did previously find her sister and reach out to her, but she also found out who the mother was.
Right.
Alicia Reynolds. The woman who killed her friends and tried to kill her just to get the blink drive back is the sister's adopted mother, which is really questionable. And I don't know if it's so much that somehow they knew she would come after, like her sister, and I don't get the whole blink drive. Why would you have it? I'm confused with that. I just want answers. I need a backstory here.
Yes, we do need the backstory here. But it was interesting remembering back to that episode where when Alicia does actually see 5, she seems to know who that is.
Right. Which I feel is weird too.
Right. But if 5 actually did get a hold of her sister before that happened, well, this lady is so rich and powerful that I'm sure she's got security tighter than anything. And so she's aware of that contact.
Okay. And the android has gotten to the lockbox that Rio talked about and found that it's basically full of password-locked files that she surprisingly cannot get into.
Yeah.
But there is one that kind of piqued her interest. It was marked Frieden, the name of the friend that 2 supposedly left her daughter with. I don't know. Again, I feel like that's not going to be a person. It's going to be some kind of weird, like, science place. I don't know. Like a lab.
Right. It could be.
Oh, God. I can't feel like I trust them. Jeez Louise. So the Raza makes the decision, we'll put it that way, to go and try to see if where Teku said the ship is, the other Marauder, it actually is. And there's a Ferris shipyard. Like one from a couple episodes back that was empty, this one actually has ships.
Right.
That supposedly are being built. Now, question for you here. Was the other shipyard a decoy, or were all those ships actually off and being used?
I think it was a decoy.
Oh, okay.
I really do. I don't think that, I mean, if Ferris already had a fleet of those ships, I think they'd have already won the war.
Oh, okay.
These are supposed to be super ships.
I gotcha. Oh, the crew's like, let's see, we can't get close without being discovered. And if we go, was it sublight speed? It was going to take them.
Yeah, forever.
Yeah. Was it like 2
And they'd
weeks or
still get
something?
noticed. Yeah.
Right. So they're like, all right, there's got to be some other way. So 2's like, hey, wait, we have connections. Let's use them.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, Commander Trafalt comes back into play here with Mike. And she just seemed kind of shady to me this episode. How did you feel about that?
Yeah, it did seem like she was more her season 1 self than she was her season 2 and season 3 self.
Right.
Like, yeah, there's something that she wasn't being honest about.
And I don't know if she actually knew what ultimately happened or not.
Right.
Because 2's like, listen, you cannot sit out anymore. So you need to help us bringing down Ferris. And surprisingly, Trafalt agrees. And she's like, well, we've kind of been making allies. Really? Have you? So Tragalt supposedly is going to be allying, however you say that, with Mike. And it's like, and by the way, there's also a double agent, which I never trust double agents.
No.
But, oh, hey, here, we have this for you to use. And holy crap, 5 looked pissed. Did she not?
Yes.
Because all of a sudden they bring on, she's like, what the hell? That's a white-hole device. And she's, oh, yeah, don't worry about it. What do you mean, don't worry about it?
Don't worry about it, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we worked with them. We're cool now. And, yeah, you'll be able to destroy this quick and then get out. And does anybody here believe that was going to happen? Because I sure didn't.
No. Nope. Knew something was going to go wrong. And sure enough, it's a trap!
Oh, yeah. 2, 3, and 6 take the Whitehall device on the Marauder, blink in, supposedly undetected, but wah, wah, they are double-crossed. At this point, I'm like, was it Trafalt? Was it Tralgot? Who was it? I was starting to think the way that Trafalt was acting, that it wasn't actually her.
Right.
That it was somebody pretending to be her, because it seemed weird.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh my God, they can't get out. Because they dropped the Whitehall device, it's counting down, and all of a sudden their system's like all powered down.
Right.
And I was like, seriously? You're killing the crew? What are you doing?
Yeah. All of a sudden, dampening field basically stops the bomb and the Marauder from moving.
Do you even think the bomb was real at all?
It could have been the dampening device.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't think it was real at all.
Right.
Well, of course, our crew is captured and split up. And 2 is taken in a room with a tech lady, and she kind of turns after she talks about the blink drive, and you see her eyes go black. So I thought, not alien, I thought it was like one of the androids.
Right.
So that's where I was confused, because we see the android's eyes do that when they're like resetting.
Right.
But I thought that was like one of the androids doing that who has the upgrade. So this is where I guess I got lost a little bit, because I thought, that maybe androids were taking over inside and we just didn't know.
Right.
But this is supposed to be aliens taking over.
Yes.
Well, 3 and 6 end up tied up in a different room, and Wexler comes in. Ugh, stupid Wexler. Because he's being a jerk about stuff. And
absolutely.
you have the guard who's with him, like, oh, I'm just going to shoot one of them. That'll make the other one talk. Yeah, because that works. How often?
Exactly.
And I really thought, because you hear the gunshot, and who was it? 3 had his head turned?
Yeah.
And he looks back, and it ends up Wexler's the one actually holding the gun that went off on the guard. He's like, yeah, I told you that wouldn't work. I was surprised. He's our double agent.
Right. Yeah, I did not see that coming at all.
Although it makes sense.
Oh, it absolutely makes sense.
Especially when he's like, yeah, listen, they screwed me. My people were just like, whatever. I am taking a better deal here.
Yep.
Well.
Now, can we trust him? Not as far as I can throw him.
But still, I mean, I'm sure he doesn't want to die again since he knows he's dead in this existence.
Yes, exactly.
So, all right, let's go try to rescue 2, shall we? And get the heck off of here and somehow blow up the whole ship. Because I'm sure that'll be totally easy.
Yeah, whole lot.
Well, 6 heads off to rescue 2 and finds her tied up in a room where we'd last seen her and nobody else around, which seemed really weird.
Yes, it did.
Like, okay, what's happening?
Yeah.
And again, I'm thinking somehow weird android thing. That's all I kept thinking here.
Yes.
That the android uprising somehow started with a lot of this.
Right. Instead of the alien invasion.
Yeah. Well, 6 pulls
and 6 almost figures it out.
I know. But she answers the question.
Right.
I don't know. I love it because he's like, oh, I thought you may have been brainwashed. I was just checking that you weren't Portia Lynn. So
right.
He was kind of close, but not really.
Not quite.
Not quite to the point that we needed him to be at. And 3 and Wexler are like, all right, we need to bring down this field. And Wexler's like, yeah, I got this. Watch. It's going to give us like 5 minutes or 7 minutes, something. And it was like a minute and a half later. He's like, well, my calculations were wrong. Everything goes crazy. And they're like, all right, we got to go. Everybody tries to make it off. But of course, that never works.
No.
If you're not all together, it doesn't happen. So 2, 6, and Wexler make it to the Marauder and get out, but 3 is left behind and captured by Portia. Because, of course, Portia Lynn had to be there and annoying us.
Yes.
But at the same time helping. I don't know. I was mad. Although we didn't see our Alt Boone anywhere.
No. And that's who they were going after. And it was like, okay, where's Alt Boone?
I know. God, there's too many questions. Well, I thought it was interesting because we have our crew on the Raza and we have 3 with Portia on the station.
Right.
And they're on the Raza. They're like, listen, we need to take them out one way or another. Mike is only going to give them 6 ships. So she goes to talk to Rio and Rio's like, all right, well, I'll talk to Teku. She's like, no, you don't understand. This is how you live.
Right.
You get this done. So it's like, okay, fine. We do this. I go free. Good job. Well, we'll do this. So you see all the battle happening. And then, like, we flash back to the actual shipyard. And you have Portia, like, pulling along 3 and talking. And then they stop to enjoy the battle scene, apparently.
Yeah, just for a second. And then they realize that a piece of ship is headed their way. So they say,
yeah, gotta go. But yeah, they're just standing there watching it. Like, oh, we should probably move.
Right.
Yeah, probably a good idea, guys.
If you don't want to be part of a metal shard.
Oh, but I was really enjoying what was happening. The fact that we had Mike and we had Ishida, like, working together, along with the Raza, of course, to try to take out Farah's ships and to get the upper hand, but Farah's brought in more. And you just have this crazy, like, space battle happening. And I'm like, is anybody coming out of this at all?
Right. Because it sure didn't look like it was going to end well for anybody.
Yeah. So Portia did take 3 and get off the station. And 3 calls to Raza to say, all right, well, I'm not there, so do what you got to do. And they're like,
right.
Well, where are you? It's like, oh, Portia got me. Because she's not willing to die for any of these people. Which is interesting. Because you can see how different she is.
Yeah.
But Then we go back to 2, and 2 is like, listen, all right, the only way this is going to happen is if we sacrifice the blink drive. We'll have it go like supernova, and it'll take everything out. It's like, all right, great. That'll work. We'll send it to the Marauder. And then suddenly, Android's like, you don't know enough. How would I help you? And this is where I started to be like, oh God, maybe the android knows that she's an android and something weird's happening. Yes, because my little tinfoil hat was buzzing here.
Right.
And as they're walking, Two's eyes go black. And I just kept thinking it was an android. I did not realize it was a stupid alien. And she like zaps the android. So she goes down and has to like reboot. So she doesn't totally take her offline, which is weird.
Yes.
So,
and I think that is going to be a huge key to this when and if we get to move forward with this series, is the android uprising is going to end up being taking out the aliens, because the aliens don't know how to deal with the androids, I don't think.
Okay. See, I was thinking the reason that she didn't like totally disable the android was because 2's still in there.
Right.
And still.
Now that's possibly 2. Yeah, that is very possible.
Oh my gosh. I'm stressing out with this. And the fact that we're not getting more is killing me.
Right. Yeah, still be going, oh man, we got to wait a year to find out what happened.
Well, we may still have to wait that long, assuming that it gets picked up. So I'm still holding out hope it gets picked up, because this one's going to stress me out. But she also manages to do something. She's like, oh, the Marauder can't be piloted remotely. We need somebody to manually do it. So surprisingly, she doesn't pipe up with that. Now we know why now, because she's got the alien inside her.
Right.
But why didn't any of the crew kind of think, that's weird? Why is she not volunteering?
Exactly. I want to say 5 was kind of catching on, but not as quick as the android did.
Yeah, especially when 6 volunteers. It's like, I'll do it. 5's like, no.
Yeah. Don't leave me again.
Right. And I'm also kind of surprised 5 isn't like, listen, I can hurry up and do something here and figure it out. And I was just like, a little too soon. I don't know, a little too soon to be like, yes, okay, we got 6 back. We're going to let him go.
Right.
But we have Wexler helping 5 on the bridge, which I was concerned about too.
Right.
Especially when we start getting a message pop up. And it turns out it has nothing to do with the people I was thinking. It has to do with 2. And the android's like, she is like possessed by the alien. Yeah.
Compromised.
5 is trying to stop 6.
Right.
But the static and nothing's happening. And she does get a message to Rio, who was in his room, right?
Right.
And she's like, I need your help. She lets him out, which I was kind of surprised that happened too. But
well, that was the only person on the ship that had any kind of chance to stopping whatever 2 was doing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That I was surprised, but like out of who was left, yeah.
Right.
Nobody else is going to be able to take her.
No.
And did he actually kill her, just stun her? I think it was
he got her down and was able to confine her in that hallway.
Okay.
So yeah, she's confined to the hallway as of this point in time.
Ay. And 6 is off on his way to detonate the drive, which makes me very upset because he kind of starts to hear 5, but not really.
Right. Not enough to know that she's telling him don't. And so of course he has his little say at the end of he's basically doing this for everybody. Trying to save the universe. And instead he probably damns it to hell. And
I was mad here because, okay, boom goes the Marauder. You have a hole in space and time. Where's the doctor when you need him?
Yes.
And all of a sudden, they're like, wait, what is that? What's coming from the other side? The black ships. If this is where the black ships came from, if 5 was there for this moment, why did 5 not somehow get that information to the android in the future?
Right. Exactly.
Don't blow up the blink drive.
Right. 2 gets taken over by an alien. Don't trust her. Something.
I think just ultimately don't blow up the blink drive by the white hole device. Like
Right.
saying something like that, then the black ships would not have been here.
Yes.
Oh, that just made me mad. Okay, let it go.
Yes.
Stress. All right. Well, please rate and review us on iTunes and every platform you're finding us on. Make sure you tell your friends. And we do really ask for those ratings. Good ratings help other fans of the show find us. And we want to know what you think. What are your thoughts on the finale? Do you think it's coming back on another platform? Are you one of the people who are helping to push this?
Right. Friday nights.
Yeah.
Same time, same bat station on Twitter. We will have shall we say, a Twitter outpouring of Dark Matter love so that it can be noticed by the other networks.
Yes, make sure you guys do that. So
Yes.
You can do it along with us at FGC Podcast. I'm, again, not going to be able to unless I kind of throw some in while I'm at work, which I'm not supposed to, but whatever.
Right. It'll be me.
Yeah. Steve will be there doing it, so make sure you're kind of doing it along with them. But we want to know what you guys think. You can send us an email at sci-fi talk@fangirlzone.com. Find us on Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr. We're getting Instagram. I'm just slow, but we're going to get Instagram. And you guys will be able to see our new Sci-Fi Talk logo that we're going to have up on shirts soon, too, because it's really awesome. From our friend Des Taylor, a UK artist who's so totally awesome. And you guys, because the fans are what all these shows are about. I mean, honestly, these shows are great, but if we were not watching, if we were not enjoying this, they wouldn't happen. So you have to make sure you show them you want the last 2 seasons. So tweet.
Yes. Please. Yeah. Please tweet.
So for this episode of Sci-Fi Talk, I'm Sean Fangirl S.
And I'm Steve. Then you might want to consider alternate dynamic activities. Running, weightlifting, sexual congress.
Until next time. I'm going to miss the android if they don't come back.
Yes.
Boobs.